I'm back in Galveston. You can see right behind me, Jewel of the Seas, 10 days. I just parked. If you're curious, for all of you, I parked at Park to Cruise. It's directly across the street from the Port of Galveston. So if I turn around, you see, I'm right here at Galveston, and you're right here at this lot. So if you're curious of parking there, it cost me $183 for 10 days, compared to over $300 if I would have actually parked at the Port of Galveston. So this cruise, we're going to Yucatan Progreso, Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico, Costa Maya, Mexico, or the port is called Costa Maya, the city is called Mahahual, and we're going to Honduras, Roatan, and Grand Cayman. So I'm excited for this one, man. 10 days, and I'm solo, so you look, nobody's with me, no wife, no kids, no nothing. So we're gonna have some fun on this trip. I can't wait. Now here's one thing about this. General rule of cruising is the shorter the cruise, the more party it is, the more younger people you'll find. And the longer the cruise, you'll find more older people. So this being 10 days, although this is going through spring break. So spring break here in Texas is like this week and part of next week, depending on where you are. So I'm curious to see how many spring breakers are going to be on this cruise, but I have a feeling, because I've been in the Facebook group, there's going to be a lot of Jerry's running around. Yeah, so, but nevertheless, it's going to be cool. It's a fun cruise. I got the dining package. I've got a lot of fun excursions booked. Now, all of these port stops I've been to except Yucatan Progreso. So I've got different stuff planned at all of these ports now than I've ever done before. So if you saw me in Roatan, Honduras before, which we walked through the hood and we did a Mayan eco tour, or no, an eco garden tour or something like that, you go watch that video. I've been in Cozumel plenty of times, but this time in Cozumel, I got some fun stuff planned. At Costa Maya, we're gonna go to the water park. Or why am I saying we? Jeez, this is so different sailing solo. I will be going to the water park, and a few of the other places, I got other stuff planned too, so it's gonna be fun. So if you're curious about that parking area over there, like directly across the street, or not across the street, but across the street, it's about a 5 to 7 minute walk to the port. So it's actually not bad. Just drop your, one thing I will recommend, I mean, no matter where you park here in Galveston, drop your stuff off at the terminal, then go park, and then you can, you know, walk with your backpack. Piece of advice when you're coming here to Galveston, please drop off your check stuff first, then go park. All right, here we are in the Port of Galveston. The new terminal, man, this feels so familiar. It's only been 3 months, so it's kind of weird to say that. It's been a while. No, it's only been 3 months. We were just on Mariner in the middle of December, like right before Christmas. But the stairway to heaven, let's go. I made it through the securities checkpoint. Now it's on to the terminal right there. So let the games begin, shall we? Here's Jewel of the Seas, as you can see right there. We were just on Brilliance of the Seas in November for a Thanksgiving cruise, and this is the same class of ship. So I'm kind of curious. I know it has a lot of similarities with Jewel and Brilliance being in the Radiance class, but I'm really curious to see how similar it is and some of the subtle differences of Jewel. Man, this is the best feeling right here. This is when you know it's real. You walk onto the ship. Oh, this is the best. We're here. Look at this. Walking over the threshold onto the ship. Ooh. Great feeling. So now I need to go muster. So this is probably the first order of business that I need to do. I'm gonna go muster. But let's go inside the ship. Let's show you. Ooh. Right out here by the theater, and here's the shops gallery. The wonderful Port of Galveston. You see they got Carnival down there and all the other business going on in the port. You can see they're fueling right here. But I gotta stop playing. I gotta go find my muster station. Here we go. Here's the Centrum Atrium area. Now I can already see one of the differences between Brilliance. They actually have a stairwell at the bottom of the Centrum that goes up to this deck 5 area. That's cool. Still not a fan of it though. Still not a fan of all this. You remember if you watched the Brilliance video, I didn't really like any of this. I gotta check out the casino here. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Not too different than what I remember on Brilliance. The coin pusher machine's off to the left. You got the cashier right there. Same sort of setup. They got the dollars hidden under the coins. All right, and the wonderful bar, and then all the table games. Now, off to the left, I remember they had it was like a English style pub on this side, but this one I hear is called the Pit Stop. This is sort of like a little sports bar area where you watch the games and stuff. I've seen it on videos and I was like, it looks kind of corny, but let's see it in real life. Let's see if it's actually as corny as it looked on the videos. All right, here we are, the Pit Stop. Let's see. Yeah, definitely different. Definitely different. It's not quite as open as that. I forget the name of the one on Brilliance, but it's not as open because you got the big old bar here, and the other one, the bar was along the wall, and all of the space was open, and they had like tables and chairs and things. But you know, this is okay. I mean, I don't see myself hanging out here. I'm just gonna be real with you. Hey, while I'm here in the casino, I did say, or I concocted a plan to get to Prime on this cruise, but I think I'm gonna not get to Prime on this cruise. I don't think I'm gonna make that my objective. I might just try to get a free cruise. But let's go walk over to the schooner bar area. The Radiance class, they have really nice schooner bar. As you can see, the schooner bar is huge. Oh wow, that's cool. It's a nice little place to take a photo. But yeah, it's really nice. But this is where you'll find like Chops and Giovannis. Got the piano set up for the evenings. Pretty nice. Nice big area. Now I think they have the pool tables here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, they do, and people are already using them. But they also have the Safari Club over here. Oh wow. This is like a little tiny library area. Typically like on other class ships, like higher than Radiance, they'll have a room dedicated for stuff like this, but it's like out in the open here. But this is the Safari Club. It's a cool area. Yeah, perfect example of the Radiance classes. You can see kind of in this area here. There's a lot of wood and windows. Wood and windows is what you're gonna find on the Radiance class. It does give it an old world feel, but I actually kind of like it because it's a throwback. You know, I would hate to be on ships that are just nothing but modern and, you know, have like new decor, new design, but this is pretty cool. You know, they'll do a lot of stuff here. I think they even do Crazy Quest here, karaoke, art auctions, etc., etc. I might try to inquire because I have dinner at Giovanni's at 5:30. It is 1:30. I got on the ship around like closer to 1 o'clock because I didn't want to be in a rush to get here early because I was like, man, I don't want to be out of my room and just roaming the ship with this backpack because this is already getting annoying. I like getting on the ships a little bit later, especially this is a 10-day sailing, so there's really no rush for me to just be on the ship. So I wanted to try to just get on the ship, and then shortly after my room will be ready. So I might just go up to the top deck, maybe go up to the pool or the windjammer, just kind of see what's going on, give you guys a view of the aft views you can see in the windjammer. Look, they just made the announcements. The staterooms are open. So this is exactly why I like getting on the ship later. I didn't even make it up to the top deck like I just said. I'm gonna go to my room because I'm excited because this room I have, I'm gonna love it. I have a feeling I'm gonna love it. Now, mind you, when we were on Brilliance for Thanksgiving last year, we had a grand suite, but I have a room that's much lower grade than a grand suite. It's an interior, but I'm excited about this type of interior because it's a lot different than any other interiors they have, especially on this class of ship. So we're gonna go down to deck 3 where my room is, and I'm gonna show you. But before we do that, here's Giovanni's. Looks nice. I will be here later, 5:30 for dinner. Again, like I said, I got the dining package, so stay tuned for all the videos. I'll be eating at all these places. Oh my goodness, it's great. My room is actually right below the Centrum, so I'm right by the action, so I won't have to walk very far from my room. I'm right down here, third deck, and it's perfect because when we get off the ship, I think we get off on deck 2, all I'm gonna have to do is just walk up one deck and come to my room versus like having to go up to deck 6 or 10 or whatever. Here we are, 36, 35.
Sorry about that.
Let's get ready. Here we are. Ooh. Yeah, so as you see, this interior, I'm gonna throw up a picture of the difference between the layout where you actually look on the website of the interiors versus this one. This one's horizontal and not parallel. Like whenever you look at the listings on Royal Caribbean, you'll see that the rooms, they run like this. But this one is like this, which means, as you see, it's wider. It's wider than the normal interiors, and it's laid out differently. So as you can see, much different. And the good thing is, on this side of the wall, there's no room connected to me on, I think it's on, which side? Oh, wait, yeah. On this side, there's no room connected directly to me. There is a room connected to me on this side. I remember where the television is, there is a room connected to me. So as you see, I get the built-in, got the built-ins, leave that there. And as you see, very, very simple bathroom. As you know, standard Royal Caribbean bathroom. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very easy. My luggage isn't here yet, which I think I said that earlier. That's one of the reasons why I like coming in a little later, because your luggage actually gets there quicker. From my experience, that's not a golden rule, but from my experience, the luggage gets there quicker when you show up later. I don't know why that is, but in my experience, it's worked out for me. So as you can see, look, this is the interior room, and you see you have a lot more space through there. You see all that space through there. You know, you get a little table under it. Well, I don't know, maybe I'll bring some food back in here. Real quick, I'm actually gonna go back up because when I was talking to the lady at Chops, I have a plan. Seeing how I have the unlimited dining package, I was like, maybe I'll just, instead of reserving everything like I've done before, like when I've had the unlimited dining package before, I just reserved everything. I think what I'm gonna do this time is I'm just gonna walk in and just get something, because it's only me. So I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have a hard time walking into like Azumi Sushi, Chops, or Giovanni's and finding a seat. But she told me Chops is actually open till 1:30 right now, so I could actually go eat. And the only thing I've eaten today have been Twizzlers on the road trip over here. So I think instead of thugging it out until 5:30, I might go to Chops and probably just get something really small. So see you, Chops. Here's the menu here at Chops. I'm gonna assume this is the lunch menu. It's not bad. I'm thinking about just getting, I didn't know they had a dry aged steak burger. I think I might get that because it has bacon on it. Just keep it really simple. And yeah, I'll just get a burger and fries. Just keep it really simple until 5:30, because I mean, maybe I'll push my dinner back a little bit later, but for now, it's not bad. All right, my steak burger just got here. I already took a bite. As you can see, there it is. It comes with fries, but I also got the cheesy mashed potatoes. Oh, I'm sorry, not mashed potatoes, the cheesy tater tots. Just give a quick rundown on how good the food was. So the burger, it was okay. I wish they would season these burgers, man. That's the only thing that kills it. If that burger was seasoned, it would be way better. I wish it were juicier. I don't know if they overcooked it or if just the meat is just too lean. And they also cooked it well done too, so that may have had something to play with it. The fries, these taste and look like the same fries from the Windjammer. These don't look any different. These cheese tater tots, really greasy. I don't know if you can see that. See how greasy that is? And you can see how greasy that is. They don't taste good. They really don't. But nevertheless, this is just something to hold me over until 6 o'clock. So I actually changed my dining time at Giovanni's until 6. But one thing I did say about me having an unlimited dining package for this one is I'm gonna make a point to try everything on the menu, unlike before where I would just stick to like 2 or 3 things that I really like and that's what I would order. So this time I'm gonna be trying the chicken, I'm gonna be trying the fish, and et cetera, et cetera. So you know, again, I never knew they even had a steak burger on Chop's menu. But one thing I will say, I wish they had like barbecue sauce. There's like no pickles to put on the burger. Like it's kind of limited on like how I can dress the burger, but it is what it is, I guess. But now I'm gonna finish up here and I'm gonna go up to the top deck and see what's going on. Check out some of the other areas, the gym, see what they have to offer there. And I'll get back at you. All right, the wonderful Windjammer, a place that I will probably never see. Well, I wouldn't say never, but I won't be back in here for a while. The Windjammer's the Windjammer. It looks about the same. All right, here's what I really wanted to do. I want to come out here and see the back of the Windjammer, because here on these Radiance class ships, you can actually come out to the very back. That's if, you know, you eat at the Windjammer, etc. You get these nice aft views. We're still obviously at port right now. See, there it is right there. They have this little pull up and dip and leg raise machine, but you see, look at the ceiling and look where the bar is. Like if you try to go all the way up on a pull up, your head's gonna be through these little metal things. But nevertheless, they got some of the machines and stuff here, ellipticals and treadmills that run along the wall. And then you see they have some of these machines, you know, you leg press. Oh, okay, they got another pull-up machine. This one's better. So here we are. Now you're not gonna go crazy and hit your head, but you drive your head through the light there. So, I mean, if they don't get you one way, they get you another way. I'll be in here tomorrow, especially after just eating chops, and I have Giovanni's in about 5 hours. Yeah, I'll be back here. Oh yeah, this is the sauna steam room, and this is where you can come take a real good shower. Like if you have a shower that sucks, like you definitely want to come over here, because look, they have these types of showers and you don't have to mess around with, you know, dealing with your interior balcony, ocean view, cabin shower. It's great because it's real quick, real easy, especially if you have a lot of people in your party coming to use the gym shower. It's nice. We are already sailing away at Galveston. It's pretty chill right now because, hey, sail away party is over. I actually kind of slept a little bit through it. I showed up here like 15 minutes late, and you can see the pool areas, not much going on. It's really windy and it's a slight chill, so it's not very enjoyable, but you can see the water here. I've got dinner at Giovanni's in about 30 minutes. Actually, I got to go back down to my room and see if my luggage has arrived, because if not, I'll be showing up specialty dressed just like this again. So to see here, here's the menu. These are the starters, main course, and the desserts. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. I got specialty, and yeah, I'm not gonna play around with them. But one thing I noticed on the longer sailings, they actually have different menus. They actually have a more expansive menu. Like they'll have a British menu, and I've seen it and I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Some of the items, you know, that's on it. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I plan on saving that for later, because we actually have a transatlantic on Harmony of the Seas going from Galveston to Spain next year in March on the 16th. So I'm gonna save that for, you know, that cruise ship. This one, I'm gonna enjoy myself. Oh, and I'm actually gonna give you guys a breakdown of like how much a lot of this stuff costs too. I know you guys might be curious. Here's my room right here. We'll talk about that when I get into Giovanni's. Back here at the room, my luggage still has not arrived. I'm a little bit worried. It's almost 6 o'clock. And yeah, like, look, watch. See me in the hallway. Yeah, there's only one piece there, and that is not mine. So I have no idea where the luggage is. Boy, that would be a tragedy, wouldn't it? Has that ever happened to you guys? Your luggage got left at shore? Boy, that would almost wreck my vacation, because I wouldn't have water shoes, swim clothes, a change of clothes. Man, a lot of stuff. Let's just keep my fingers crossed. Appetizers, main course, and the desserts. Here at Giovanni's table, really nice. Probably gonna get calamari, filet mignon, maybe the linguine bolognese. But as you can see, look, we're here sailing off. All right, the calamari has arrived. Absolutely love it. Got some marinara, looks like some mayonnaise sauce. And the lemon, of course. All right, so my filet mignon is here, and I got some bolognese. They put the sauce on here, but I didn't really want the sauce, but it's okay. Look at this, good news. My luggage is actually on the ship. You can see it's here somewhere in, you know, this place right here, whatever they're calling it now. But about the food, the steak, it was okay. Spaghetti bolognese, I will say it's better than the main dining when I've had it there. Good flavor. I think I'm qualified enough to say this because I had Giovanni's, I think once or twice when I was on Brilliance. I like Jamie's better. Jamie's Italian. Let me know in the comments. Have you guys had Jamie's and Giovanni's? And let me know which one do you like better? Because I know they do have like Giovanni's kitchen and then table, and then Jamie's kitchen, and I don't know if they have a table. Anyway, let me know which one you guys like better. Well, I'm here in the casino. It's already pumping. And I'm about to go to the theater to go watch the comedy show. I think I've seen this comedian before on a different ship. I'll let you know when I get there, but I'm gonna try my hand here on this dancing drums. Man, people are in here and it smells like smoke. So just like I thought, it's 1,500 points to get a free cruise. So you see right there, 1,500 points. Get you an interior or up to a balcony and $100 free play. So, do I want to make that commitment? Stay tuned for the degeneracy. Man, so the guy here, back here in the back, he just explained this thing to me like no other. Man, he just explained a lot to me about the casino loyalty program. Man, this totally changes everything. Let's see. Let's see what's up with this. The comedy.
No walking the dog or taking out the trash. Let me ask that question one more time. How is everyone doing
Even though I showed up 10 minutes late, I guess that don't matter. All right, so I'm leaving the comedy show. They're still going, but it's funny, like I say, I saw him on Mariner in December, and I noticed he's doing some of the same jokes from before, so I'm gonna cut the show early. Hey, that's one beautiful part about cruising solo. You don't have to wait for anyone to do anything. I just left and I'm gone. So I didn't have to talk anyone else to leaving or sit through there because I didn't want to because, hey, I have to make someone else happy. Hey, when you're cruising solo, you just leave, right? So I'm gonna go chill out, and I need to actually go figure out this situation with the points. And I might, actually, you know what? I need to go see if my luggage is here and I'll come back. Glorious, glorious. I can see there in the distance. I don't know if you can see it, but my luggage has arrived. So yes, I'm gonna take this time. I'm gonna unpack. I'm gonna look at all those free cruises that I could potentially get if I get 1,200 or 1,500 points on this cruise, and we'll get back at you. All right, I got unpacked and now I'm about to sample some liqueur. I'm gonna try the Lemonada Rock. I've never tried this before. Try the Lemonada. I've always been curious to see how this tastes, so here we go. Let's go. It's actually really good. It's pretty sweet. I can imagine drinking that chilled. That would taste really good chilled. I gotta hurry up and get up to the 4th deck. I'm about to miss the balloon drop. It starts in 10:15, which is probably in about like 1 or 2 minutes. So watch when I turn this corner. You'll probably hear some action or something. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Ah, okay.
You gotta help me out with the countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the 10, 9, 8, louder,
6, 5, 2, 1. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
going back in the room, and that's going to wrap up today's vlog. Today was fun embarkation day, new ship, but actually quite familiar. This is going to be an interesting 10 days. You guys have a lot of fun stuff in store for you. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the vlog, there's a lot of excursions. I got my excursion for Yucatan and Costa Maya, and then I can't wait for Cozumel. So Grand Cayman, stay tuned. I'll probably do 7 Mile Beach and some other stuff, but I'll see you guys in the next one.